Good morning and welcome back to Six Ashes. Today is Sunday the 19th of November and we are getting some winter wheat drilled today. Get ourselves around the outside a couple of three times and then get into the main body of the field. We have blown some straw into the cattle. We've given the cattle and the sheep some hay. We took our load of sugar beet over to the factory for the day, and our worker is over on the County Super 4 getting some ploughing done. He's finished one of the fields yesterday, so we will see just how much of all this work we can get done before the onset of winter properly. $5,000 at a service this morning, so it is good until at least we get the winter wheat in. If we don't, we've got 4 fields of wheat coming next year. We've done away with potatoes. They were nowhere near ready, so we've dished them up, sold off the potato equipment. We will get as much of this done as we can before the ground gets frozen, which will give us that little bit earlier start to the harvest next year. A couple of big fields here to go in as wheat. Got a big field back at the yard to go in as wheat, and a small field that did have the aborted potatoes in. Then we've got sugar beet to get harvested and sold off before the end of January, and then all the other crops to load up. We will get around this first headland. There we have it. We are at least getting some winter crops in this time. Last time we had spring wheat, and as such it was a late-ish start to the harvest. We also want to try and get hold of the fishing pits so we can use that for grass next year. We have got the grass field that we rent over at the sugar beet factory, which will cost us $2,000 a year. Yeah, everything at the minute is going to plan other than the potato crop. We can get all the wheat in as winter crop, that would be great. If not, we will put some in as spring wheat still. We are a little bit late getting started with the drilling due to the wet time we had of harvest. Hopefully that will improve next year as well, and we shall have a pretty dry year for harvest, which will speed the job up no end as well. It was our own fault with extending the season, just gave us some bad weather, plus the combine we were using didn't seem to work too well with enhanced combine or combine experience mod, so we took that out of the classic series. It will come into other series as we go forward. If you check Year 1 TV tonight, you will see us racing for the Matthews Logistics racing team at Watkins Glen in the first 4 rounds of the season. Okay, I've got the headlands done. We've still got 77% of our seed left. Hoping that we've got enough. I want to make sure that we can find a straight line through here. That will do us nicely. We can follow that line pretty straight through here. Then we will we've got some shortish rows, but at least we've given ourselves a straight start. Soon get a good chunk of this field done, hopefully. Hopefully we can get majority of this field done today. We have got a wet day forecast for tomorrow, so we could well be on the sugar beet harvest again tomorrow. Now then, away we go once more. And now we are into the main body of the field. We should get some wheat drilled pretty quickly here today now. To the next breed, we will go behind the tractor just so we can see where we're going properly. I'll drop that down there, start drilling in. Yeah, this 5000 getting a bit of use again now. It's already done 39.3 hours since we got it on the farm. in 1964. Still got 71% of our seed left, so it should work fine for us. Get that drop down there. Away we go once more. Should soon be in the longest rows we've got in this field as well. I think it may be advisable to put the markers down as well. Find ourselves some markers to follow. Okay, as you can see, it is a big old field this, going to take some time getting it sorted. Away we go once more. Make sure we've got this straight. Excuse me. May have to go and get ourselves some more seed before we get all the wheat in, but it's not a major problem. I'll get the wheel into that track. There we have it. Drop down the bridge marker. Away we go once more. That is better. Now we can see the tractor properly again. Probably 3, maybe 4 hoppers full of seed should finish this field, so there we have that. Get ourselves spun around once more. There we go. So yeah, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon already, so we've used a good chunk of our time getting the animals sorted, the sugar beet, and getting our drill over here, but hopefully before you join us again tomorrow we should be through this field and ready to start the next one, or even hopefully start the next one. Okay, that has got that done. There we go. Good chunk of grass just on the edge of this field to park the trailer. Away we go once more. Yeah, having poor fields of winter wheat should give us a great start on next season's harvest. We shall see just how that pans out. There we go again. Already covered a good chunk of field. Almost used our half a bin of our first fill up of seed. This, you'll remember, was grass last season, so virgin soil being utilised. It is a sandy field, this, so got that field directly there. Our left hand side now to drill, which has got the roadway to this field all the way through it. Away we go once more. The international combine we've got will stay on the farm till around 1970-71ish, when we will possibly replace it then. So it's going to get a good few hours clocked up before we finish with it. Still got just over half of our first hopper of seed. There we go once more. We will see next season. We are planning on getting a new county to replace the Super 4, so the majors will both stay on the farm for another season. Solves in, there we have it, and away we go once more. So as I say, the two majors that are down here working the cattle farm alongside the Nuffield will stay on the farm that little bit longer. We will possibly swap the county out, get a new county on the farm. Coming towards the end of the first day of drilling for you, but as ever we will work out the rest of the day. Also for next season we plan on getting some bigger carts for carting the crops about. One of the Ransom's trailers will stay over at the cattle farm as a manure trailer to cart the manure to fields and dump it in corners, ready for being ploughed in next winter. Should soon as well be getting some milk come next spring. We should get some milk. We'll have cattle on, newborn calves on the farm, so that will be good. And already the Super 4 has finished ploughing the field he was in. So whilst you're with us, we will tab over to him and take him into his next field. He can then get this field ploughed, what's coming up, and then after he's ploughed this he can go on the discs and start disking the final wheat field that needs disking up. Main reason for getting shut of this at the end of this season is the speed it travels. As you can see, 13 mile an hour, it's top speed. We've got one more field down here to plough up, and then it will have to go over to the cattle yard and plough up fields down that end. We'll get him ploughing the headlands first, so if we stop off before he's got this done, course generation, field 33, 2 meters, headland passage 5. Start work on the headland passage just because it will make it easier when he starts off. First waypoint, drive course. And get ourselves going again with the drill. You may get that field done before we're finished, but if not, it does just make it easier to set him back off again next time. We'll have what, 2, 3 fields, 4 fields down here to plough. Still plenty of ploughing for him. He's got 1 field to disc as well, ready for putting in the winter wheat. Our cultivator will possibly be sold off and buy a set of arrows for doing the sugar beet. I would say we are roughly halfway through getting this field of wheat in now, or not far off halfway. And still 40% of seed in the hopper, so not costing us too much in seed to get the fields drilled. Also, if we just bring up the mini map, no, you can't see. As I say, you should see how much the land is, how good the land is going forward, but you can't. So 38% left in the hopper. Away we go once more. So we will use this hopper before we leave you for the day. It could be a slightly longer video than normal. I know we say that several times in the making of these episodes, but a good ways through here, reasonably quick, not bad for a smallish drill. This 5,000 ideal horsepower to turning circle tractor for this job. Now this field will definitely be finished today and hopefully started in the next one, I think. Then we've got to get everything carted over to the other farm to get the final 2 fields drilled. Down to 30% of seed left in the hopper. Away we go once more. So yeah, get these 4, if we can get these 4 fields drilled with winter wheat, get all the land ploughed that needs ploughing. And then we will have to check on the lime situation on the fields that are going to be spring crops. This seed really does go a decent way with the realistic seeder modding. Not realistic seeder, but the realistic seed usage mod. Really does make the seed go that little bit further. Brick wall that our worker put in just to split the 2 fields there. Down to 25% of our seed left. Go direct behind the tractor for the last few minutes of today's drilling. Got a little bit of a kink in the field, but nothing too serious. down to 20%, so another couple of rounds should finish this hopper off. The roads will soon start getting shorter as we get to the end of this field, but you won't see those go in. Probably get another round after this one before we need to go top the hopper back up. Almost. Yeah, we're down to, going to be about 15%. One more round, and then we shall have to top the hopper back up. As we are heading over there to sort that, we will say our goodbyes. For now, one more round to get done. Away we go for the final time for you. Up and down this first field of winter wheat. Hopefully we're not too late in the year to cause any problems for the germination of this crop. Next year we should be able to make a start a little bit earlier on getting the winter wheat in. Hopefully the harvest will go that little bit smoother. There we go. For the final breed for you today. Next time you join us, we could be on the sugar beet again, because it talks of a wet day tomorrow. With still this year's cereals in the storage. Time to head over and get the drill pulled up. So we hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please give us a like, give us a share, drop us a comment if you're new to the Summer Farm Estates channel and you'd like to see more of the work we do here. Please subscribe to the channel. If you give that bell a ring, it will tell you when we do our farming, when we do our racing. Until you join us again tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.